Hello guys, this is Paraleo and I wanted to show you a new feature that I like in Anno. The one which allows you to actually call enemies whenever you want in your game session for sandbox. Not sure if it works in the campaign. I will after this vid I will actually go and complete a campaign with one character though. As I understand, the story is basically the same, mostly their origin story. Even though they are brothers, their origin story differs a bit and some dialogues differ a bit, but overall it's the same narrative. And yeah, now let's set up a new sandbox. Okay. Yeah, I will. I will repeat it. I'm actually older. I'm actually like this guy. I'm 45 and my beard is white at this point. Not the hair though. The hair is like this, the beard is like that. So, yeah. Alright, let's pick whatever, because we don't care. Alright. Actually, I noticed they added land taxes. Right, I'm not sure if you have to pay a price when you are actually taking a new island, but there might be one also included. I'm gonna start diving into the game, as I started a bit later and I never had any preview copies for Ubisoft games, because I never tried to get close to them. The only time when I had some advantage was when I played in one of their limited play tests for 1800, but that was with a lot of NDAs and you were working for them basically, and I didn't like the feel, so I never tested games since then. To be honest, I mean, they were nice, but you were basically an unpaid temp over there in that situation, and yeah, it's just not for me. So yeah, I'm gonna need a week to dive into the game, but I'm gonna slowly put my findings out. I know I have a late start, but that's okay. Alright. Now this can be annoying for newer players. It was actually annoying for me in my first try of the campaign, because I played a bit last night. And yeah, you have to get used to the way the new stuff interacts with all the different proximity bonuses, but this is not the objective in this vid. I know I tend to babble. Alright, let's pick this up, confirm, let's get the governors, kick them out. Yeah, in fact I was there because I wanted to remove the pirates also. Yeah, make them dormant, confirm. Alright, now let's continue. Continue. You can edit your profile. I'm not sure if you can still change it on the fly in the game. We are going to test that. And you can start with the map revealed. I'm not sure if it was in 1800, but you can do that also. And there are some things that I find interesting, right, regarding the incidents. Yeah, you can gain protection, which makes sense, sort of, but I think this is the one that makes sense most. Yeah, when you are over 1k, yeah, shouldn't appear. You shouldn't have troubles at all, almost. Yeah, 0 it's unrealistic, but it should be heavily reduced, like 1 explosion per hour or something like that, 1 fire per hour. In this case also, I wouldn't mind, you know. Per hour meaning hour, you know, on the first play speed. Yeah, but it's cool. And also they, before I forget, they actually added the possibility to interrupt incidents music. Some of you who played 1800 remember perhaps how depressing it was and how many hours you could actually spend listening to that music. I think they could have added separate sliders, not just an on and off switch. And they also added one for the combat music. I'm one of the guys who is very picky about the combat music. For me it can get annoying. Not many games have combat music that I like, Anno included. I never liked the combat music in this game. The other one, it's cool in the peaceful times, but yeah, so for me it works. But they could have also added sliders, so you can just turn it down a bit, you know, so it's not as annoying. But off and on is okay, I guess. Now, let's continue. Let's go. It's gonna take a while to load. Tarantula. Yeah, let's start over here. My card is not that great. I don't know how I will play in bigger sessions. Technically it's close to the recommended specs, but it's hitting a lot. It's hitting a lot, and I tried all the settings. I'm playing on medium right now with no reflections, shadows on low, and still it's at around 70 degrees almost all the time. Okay, set sail. Let's skip this. Let's skip this, and yeah, you can call them from the diplomacy screen. You can call up to 3 computer players and 1 pirate. Okay, with the pirates you can recall them after you defeat them. I remember that from a stream.
How's the outlook on the old packs these days?
And the other ones, I'm not sure if you can recall them after you defeat them, because technically they provide a specialist.
Why so division, Governor?
When
Weaken the idea of Rome. When together we can be so much stronger.
Yeah, I'm built like this. When somebody speaks, I stop talking. I can't turn it off, you know. That's why I stop. Not that I'm the most polite guy around, but this is built into me. I just tend to stop when people are talking around me. Even if they start talking over me, sometimes I stop. Not all the time in that case, but yeah. Okay, so you can call one of these, one or all 3, alright, at the same time whenever you want, but I'm not sure if you can recall the same guys after you defeat them, technically. And this feature is actually good for people who do like to play longer playthroughs. I mean, in 1800 I think I have 300 hours in one playthrough, the one with the campaigns that I have been using and posting campaigns. And yeah, it would have been nice to just call other people, or you can't send them off apparently unless you defeat them, but you can call people whenever you want in this in 117. Alright, so let's call a few. They don't get automatically revealed, I checked. You have to explore the map. Okay, confirm. So you can't change the strength. It's what you had when you started the setup.
Still got a few accounts to settle.
So this guy is on war with you from the start, but the other guys are protected. You can't call them and smash them, you know. They will have they start with 5 hours non-aggression treaty. Alright. I'm not gonna play on this. This is just for show. Right now I don't even know the buildings yet. And yeah, so technically this guy has an interest in military. Okay. This one is the religious one. This one is going full military power. I like how she looks, to be honest. Okay, it's nice to see a pretty face around from time to time. Not these frowny, bearded guys who want to stab you with their eyes. Look at them. I mean, this one looks a bit chill, but this guy would stab you with his looks if he could. And this guy is looking weird, to be honest. I know it's me. All right, so you call them, and now let's see. All right, we have a non-aggression pact, and I don't see a way to break it. I'm not even sure if you can break them during to make a non-aggression pact and then just ignore it. I think this has to finish in this game. There is a certain honor which I like.
Unending lines of Rome's vast legion, approaching like shimmers of death from the desert.
And it seems this guy, when he gives a specialist, where was that? Because I know I saw it. Yeah, he's great. This guy gives stuff for Albion, but I do suspect when Egypt will come out, because he has some Egyptian team going on over here. He will give bonuses to those populations also. All right. So they aren't discovered, but they are on the map and protected for 5 hours, okay? And I wanted to showcase something else for you, right? You can still change stuff, not all of them. I mean, let me check. Can I change the profile? Continue. All right. Can I change the banner? Do we have a tarantula? No. We have a snake though. This is from the Ubisoft Connect launcher. You have this as a reward. There are some others, but I'm not buying stuff on Ubisoft anymore. I moved. Most of my stuff is focused on Steam. Now, where I buy some games on sale, I rarely buy expensive games anymore, but having a channel, I do get sometimes into spending. This looks like our symbols a bit over here in Romania, just roughly. Okay, so you can change this. I can change the name. Can I change the name? All right. Okay, you can change that, but the most important thing is that you can change some settings over here. Obviously, you can change this, and apparently the strength of the pirate people remains the same. Alright, obviously the map, you can't change it, and this makes sense because some of the starts give you more ships, and if you just move between them, they should destroy your ships. And yeah. But over here, this is good enough. If they let you change it even later in the game, this is good enough. And even if this option is timed, it helps you change some stuff without going back to the main menu and starting all over, okay? Like, I don't like to play without building relocation. I can agree to pay a fee when I'm moving stuff around. That's pretty cool, but without it, I hate games which don't allow that. Sometimes it's just so much work to reconstruct some stuff. I mean, I don't hate the games, I hate them for not having that feature, okay? Because there are plenty of things that can be enjoyable. Yeah, so it's pretty cool to allow you to change some stuff, but also if this can be accessed for the entirety of your playthrough, it can be hard to prove that you played on the same difficulty from start to end, you know? It's a bit iffy over here in that regard. And this turning this off might have some unintended consequences, so I will always leave it on for now. Understand there were some bugs related to some researches that you unlocked here. They were revealing more stuff that they were supposed to, and things like that. So I will play with allow for, and probably I will play with allow forever. But it's good for people who play with multiplayer. Playing multiplayer, and they find people who don't have access to everything they have. So this levels the playing field a bit. Alright. But pretty cool. Pretty cool additions. Okay, this is what I wanted to showcase, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you around. I'll try to post useful stuff for this game, as I will be playing it. And yes, I know I have a late start, as I always do, basically, but it's fine. It's fine. I do pride myself for having a lot of observational traits, and I'm sure I can find some newer stuff that others didn't cover, like this red horse, which stands out. It's the only red horse around. Is it part of a quest? Alright, let's stop over here. Bye bye.